And I think the word to describe that is stunned.
Massively, because it, as in the way performance goes on a difficult pitch, they dealt with it quite well, because we turned into them, to be honest with you. We were just constantly hooking things, and we told them the minute we got the ball down, played, we created opportunities. And when we'd done that, we were fine. And defensively, looked absolutely fine, comfortable throughout the game. And then you get yourselves 1-0 up, and we could have probably been 2-0 up, to be honest. With, I think, Jack's clearance off the line there, we could have probably been in a much more comfortable position. But then you never see any danger. Then them go for it, they change the formation into 4-2-4. So Jack was struggling, like it was debatable whether to keep him on at half time with his knee. So he just hoped for a little bit of magic, and he done that. And then his job was done. I had to get him off ready for Tuesday. Then you put in another experienced centre half on to deal with their long balls with the four that they'd gone up top, and they just never dealt with it. It's just so basic and bad, it's unbelievable. And I don't know what to say, because there's not a lot you can say. You can accept it if people move you about and deal with things, and then make you run all over and keep the ball and shuffle you about. That was one free kick in, free header, one throw in, free header. That shouldn't be happening. We've got 3 centre backs here. We've got 2 centre backs here who've probably played 800 games, 700 games between them. That shouldn't be happening. Them have got to take ownership of that. They know that, and it keeps happening. It doesn't matter who we put in there. It just keeps happening, and they know the roles, they know the jobs. But that day was just down to desire for me. That was just down to desire. Them wanted the ball more than what we did at the back, which baffles me, because you're 1-0 up away from home and 5 minutes ago. You see the game through, you organise, you make sure you're there first, get people, you're really aggressive, and we just never seen any of that in that last 5 minutes.
Yeah, because until that last 5 minutes we were looking good for a 1-0 win, weren't we? It was a lovely goal by Jacob Hazel.
So yeah, I thought we were comfortable. We turned the screw a little bit when we got the ball down, when we eventually got the ball down, because as I say, they were keep hooking it for some unknown reason and just constantly playing like them. We're playing and on, just playing for seconds. But once we got the ball down and moved it about, we got in, and Jack was causing chaos, Kane's causing chaos, and young Theo come on and made a massive impact with change of formation and got Jack playing off Hayes, which got Jack on the ball a lot more. And as I say, it worked a treat. Then we get the goal, great goal by Hayes, and then we looked as though we were going to go on again and get another one. And then you think last 5 minutes we'll just, them changed it. As I say, they changed it and they went 4 up top, brought some big lads on, so you try to counter it by bringing a centre half on to deal with it, as you would, and it hasn't worked. Simple as that.
Yeah, for those first 82 minutes they hardly bothered Tommy, did they?
Tommy never had a save to make, and that's what he said. He's absolutely gobsmacked, and he had nothing to do in the whole game until the last 5-7 minutes there. And I would say their goalkeeper never had anything to do in the first half as well, mind you, because it was a very, very scrappy game. But you've got to defend a lot better than that. We'll not get anywhere defending like that, and we've tried multiple personnel, as you can see. We're trying different people in there. They know the organisation, but that there is just down to desire. It's just basically that heart and that desire to go and head the ball, be first and be aggressive with it, and it never happened in them last 7 minutes. Previous to that, comfortable, as I say, really comfortable, but when the pressure was on, they crumbled.
Jacob Hazel's penalty, do we credit the goalkeeper with a good save with his trailing leg?
Nah, he's kicked it into the floor. He's apologised straight away. He said it's on him, but again, how many goals have we got to score to win a game of football? Really, that's the only thing that's annoying me, is why can't we win a game 1-0 like this? A scrappy game, got our noses in front, really comfortable. We should have been walking away with 3 points, without a shadow of a doubt. We should have been doing that, but to defend like that from a free kick and a long throw, it's schoolboy stuff. And I've said to the lads, it's insulting the Sunday League players to say that, because them would at least tackle the ball, and we didn't even do that.
Yeah. So now we have to make up for it. 2 home games coming up, Buxton and then Kidderminster this week.
They've got no way to go over you. Simple as that. The lads have either got to step up or they'll crumble. Simple as that. And after watching that last 5 minutes, got me a little bit worried, a little bit concerned, to be honest with you. And I feel for the fans travelling all that way. They might be annoyed because we never come across, but listen, we're annoyed. We're really, really annoyed, and we thank them for the coming, for the support. It's fantastic, but we'll need them behind us. That's a certainty. They've been fantastic this season, and we don't want to let this filter out.
Yeah. Strengthen the squad maybe in the next few days if you can.
We're trying. We're trying, but people want silly money, unfortunately, and we haven't got that kind of money to pay people, and the risk-free reward type thing. And I think it's because people see us doing well, they think that we've got loads of money to burn, and that's not the case. So we've got to find them. We've got to find a couple of extra bodies, but I say, because the lads today, they're massively disappointed. Griff was ill last week, and he's just come back into training this week. Jas has been ill. He never trained Tuesday or Thursday. Jack never trained Tuesday. He had a strapping on Thursday and got through. So we all really liked him with trying to manage the bodies. And Jay Lola never trained during the week. So it's been, as I say, it's been a bit of a nightmare week training wise, but say when you're 1-0 up in a game where there's no excuses for throwing that game away like that.
Yeah, you'll be hoping that we see the end of these daft defensive mistakes that are costing us goals, because they have done, haven't they, throughout the season?
Throughout the season, from day one all the way through, we've always gifted teams goals, and I mean gifted them. They haven't had to work hard for them. It's basics, it's basic errors, and that's the annoying thing. They know what it is, and if you can't get the basics right, you've got no chance.
So hopefully the lads put it right then for Tuesday night v Bucks, and we're looking for revenge against them.
Yeah, they've got no choice. Simple as that. It's going to be a tough game. Them have done well recently. They've changed a lot of the players recently. They've mixed it up. They've gone and spent a bit of money and brought some extra bodies in, new manager in. So it'll be a difficult game, but we need to get ourselves out of that little problem that we've created ourselves in giving sloppy goals from set players. Simple as that.